Good morning to all. Today we are discuss about speed control of DC motors. First one, speed control of DC shunt motor, variation of flux or flux control method. Next, armature or rheostat control method. Third one, voltage control method, multiple voltage control method, word learner method. Second one, speed control of DC series motor, flux control method, field diverters, armature diverters, trapped field control method, paralleling field coils, variable resistance in series with motor. First, speed control of DC shunt motor, a variation of flux or flux control method. In DC motor, field resistance are minimum. In the starting position, the resistance will be increased. The speed equation n is proportional to V divided by phi. Then resistance increased, current will be decreased, and also speed will be increased. N is proportional to V divided by phi. Flux is proportional to current. Then minimum resistance to maximum value of resistance to be moved from rheostat from minimum to maximum. At the time of current will be increased, the current will be decreased, speed also increased. Next, armature rheostat control method. This method, in the armature resistance, the armature resistance only connected in the maximum position, the maximum position to minimum position. In this type of field rheostat, in this type of armature voltage method, the armature resistance will be maximum to minimum. So the voltage will be decreased, the speed also decrease. In this method, only for below the speed in the DC shunt motor. In the flux control method or field control method, in the method only for above the speed control, above the speed in the is implemented for the above the speed of the motor. Next, word learner method. In this method, first motor, another one generator, then another one motor. In DC supply, then DC motor, first input supply, DC input motor to the DC supply to the motor. The field windings are connected to the DC supply. The first motor is coupled with the generator. The generator, the field resistance are maximum, the coupled with the prime mover. Then next generator to supply the next motor 2. Then motor 1 direct connected to the supply, then coupled with the generator coupled with the motor 2. The motor 2 is the speed control of the motor. Initially, the prime mover input supply to the M1 to M2. That means generator. So generator to generate the value depends upon the variation of field flux to generate the voltage. So the field resistance is minimum to maximum. The field resistance is maximum to minimum. The current will be also increased and also generator value also increased. At the same time, the generator output voltage to connected to the M2. Then N is proportional to V divided by phi. Then here voltage is varied and also speed also varied. In this method is called word learner method. Next one, speed control of DC series motor, flux control method. In this method, the field winding seriously connected to the armature, the field winding across the diverter. Then in the parallel connection, current will be divided, the current will be divided, voltage will be saved in parallel connection. So the resistance varied, as well as resistance varied, N is proportional to V divided by phi, so current will be varied. So current is flux is proportional to current. So current varied and also simultaneously flux varied, then speed also varied. In armature diverter, the armature diverter means the armature across the resistance are connected in the series motor. The field resistance is varied as well as the voltage will be varied. The speed also varied. The next tapped control method. In series motor, the field windings are connected series with the armature. The field windings are tapped connection. Then next parallel field coil. Then parallel field coil means series windings are connected to the parallel. So in the current parallel connection means current different, voltage same. So current will be varied as well as speed also varied. By the variable series motor, in series resistance are connected. In field resistance are connected. So resistance will be increased or either increased or decreased. So field resistance are increased means current also decreased, so speed also increased. Field resistance are minimum means current will be maximum, the speed will be minimum. Thank you.